Welcome back, guys. I'm Mark Wong, and today we are in the tech room, your trusty companion for all things tech. Whether you're a tech enthusiast looking for the latest innovations or a casual user seeking honest reviews, you've come to the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the realm of gadgets, gaming consoles, PCs, and more. In this video, we will be showcasing the best Ryzen 7 5700X 3D value builds in 2025. So it's 2025 and you want to upgrade your unit from, let's say, a Ryzen 5 5600 or a 3600X. However, you're on AM4 and you don't plan on buying a new motherboard or RAM sticks to cut some costs. The solution? The 5700X 3D. Introduced in January of 2024, this processor will allow you to potentially skip AM5 while giving minimal to no bottleneck even on the most powerful cards. So if you want a low budget, high performance chipset, then the 5700X 3D has got your back. We will also be giving you the complete budget build for this chipset, so be sure to stick around until the end. To help you further, there are timestamps and direct links to all the products in the description below. It's worth noting that the prices can change from time to time. So again, be sure to take a close look at the direct links for the updated price tags. On top of that, be sure to take a look at our landing page in the description for the complete list of all our products featured. So let's get started. Let's start with the star of the show, the Ryzen 7 5700X 3D, priced at $280. This processor boasts 8 cores and 16 threads with a base clock of 3 GHz and a max boost clock of 4.1 GHz. It also has 96 megabytes of level 3 cache, making it the ideal choice for CPU-bound games. Aside from that, it performs almost as well as the 5800X 3D, while being a lot more affordable. Sadly, the 5800X 3D has stopped production, so we can't really give this a side-by-side price comparison. This gives it great value by being able to scale well with high-performance PC components. For the motherboard, we don't really need anything fancy if you want a budget build, just something that works well. For that, we have the ASROCK B450 MHDV, priced at $90. It supports DDR4 memory with speeds up to 3,200 megahertz when overclocked. You will find one PCI Express 3.0 by 16 slot, 4 SATA 3 slots, 1 Ultra M.2 slot, and 6 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, providing a variety of connection options. It also supports 4K ultra high definition and triple monitor setups for an enhanced visual experience. For the RAM, we went with the CORSAIR Vengeance LPX 32GB kit, priced at $52. With no RGB lights, it is a much cheaper alternative compared to its RGB counterparts, making it a great kit that focuses solely on performance. It boasts a speed of 3,200 mega transfers per second and a case latency of 16. Built for speed at an affordable price, this RAM kit also allows for streaming or content creation aside from gaming. As for the storage, you don't really need anything high-end. That being said, we went with the Team Group MP33 M.2. This SSD boasts 2 terabytes of storage, priced at $100, making it ideal if you're the type who wants to store a good number of games. Of course, you could go for the 1 terabyte version if you're cutting costs, as it is priced at just $48. This is still a good amount of storage and is a more practical choice if you aren't the type who stores games on your PC. Next, you want to keep your CPU at optimum performance, which is why a good CPU cooler is a must. Now, the 5700X 3D doesn't need anything extravagant. A good air cooler would do the job just fine. That being said, we recommend the Vetroo V5 Black CPU air cooler, priced at $25. This cooler can be adjusted higher or lower to fit your RAM profile. It also features 5 heat pipes that effectively dissipate heat, keeping your system components at the ideal temperature. You can also personalize your setup with customizable addressable RGB lighting, adding style to your hardware. However, if you really prefer an AIO cooler to keep your CPU temps at bay, we recommend the Arctic Cooling Liquid Freezer 3, priced at $95.99. It features Arctic's very own in-house pump design, plus a PWM fan with a sleek, minimalist appearance paired with high performance. It does a great job of cooling the 5700X 3D while being one of the most affordable options out there. Now, let's take a look at the 5700X 3D's gaming partner, the GPU. To be fair, there are a number of GPUs that work well with the 5700X 3D, but we went with the units that offer minimal to no bottlenecking even at 1080p. For our NVIDIA pick, we have the RTX 4070 Ti Super, priced at $1,200. With 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 XV RAM, This unit is ideal for 1440p gaming on ultra settings, while it can also handle 4K resolutions on medium or optimized settings. Plus, if ray tracing is your top priority, we suggest going for this option. On the other hand, if you're more of an AMD or Radeon guy, we suggest going for the Radeon RX 7900 XT, priced at $710. This unit offers 20 gigabytes of GDDR6 VRAM and is on par with the 4070 Super in terms of raw rasterization at a lower price point. Now, one disadvantage the 7900 XT has is that it doesn't perform as well as its NVIDIA competitor when it comes to ray tracing. Nonetheless, if raw rasterization is your top priority and ray tracing isn't that big of a deal, we recommend going for the 7900 XT instead. Now, we'd want something that is capable of powering all these components, so a good power supply is a must. We went with the MSI Mag A850GL, priced at $110. This unit is an 850 watt power supply with 80 plus gold certified energy efficiency. This gives enough power for all the components featured in this video while also having enough room for future upgrades. Finally, let's take a look at where all of these components sit inside of. The PC case, we chose the Phanteks XT Pro Ultra, priced at $80. It features an ultra-fine performance mesh with a top mesh dust filter for optimal airflow. Included are 4 M25 140D RGB fans. The case also offers dedicated support for a 360mm radiator at the top, ensuring unrestricted cooling. It accommodates a maximum GPU length of 415mm, a maximum CPU cooler height of 184mm, and a maximum power supply unit length of 270mm, making it compatible with all our components featured. Now let's take a look at the prices. Going for the value build with the 1TB SSD Vetroo V5 black CPU, air cooler, and SAPPHIRE Pulse Radeon RX 7900 XT, we're spending around $1,395 for this build. For the more high-end build featuring the 2TB SSD, Arctic Cooling Liquid Freezer 3, and ZOTAC Gaming GeForce RTX 4070 Super, we're spending around $2,009 for this build. Now, how about performance at 1440p? With the 7800 XT build, we were able to run Black Myth, Wukong at very high settings with FSR on averaging 51 FPS with 1% lows of 41 FPS. Playing Hellblade 2 at high settings with TSR and quality, we were able to average 78 FPS with 1% lows of 48 FPS. Switching to the 4070 Super build, we were able to run Alan Wake 2 on high settings with DLSS on quality, averaging 87 FPS with 1% lows of 65 FPS. We also tried it out on Cyberpunk with no upscaling at ultra settings. It was able to average 99 FPS with 1% lows of 76 FPS. And there you have it, folks, the best Ryzen 7700X3D value builds in 2025. If you liked this video and it helped you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button. If you have a question or a product you want us to review, be sure to drop your recommendations in the comments below. Until next time, this is Mark signing off, reminding you to stay connected and updated with all of our research into everything that makes our tech rooms great.